There is hope. Tonight we have Republicans, Democrats, and independents standing together here to show their concern for the slipping health of the First Amendment. And we represent the millions of Americans that are patriotic enough to place our basic values above petty partisanship. It is our responsibility as Americans to come together and to not allow our First Amendment rights to go gentle into that good night, but instead to rage against the dying of the light.
You could hear that, so she's going to read it for you guys over here. Okay.
It takes them 3 days, and all they can do is carry everything.
We are gathered here today to honor our First Amendment, which is currently in serious condition after a series of unprecedented assaults upon it. For over 225 years, the First Amendment has guaranteed and protected the following rights to all Americans: freedom from an established state religion and the free exercise thereof, freedom of speech, a free press, and the right to gather here and to peacefully assemble, and the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. We gather here in an attempt to express a fraction of the devastation that the United States will experience if our First Amendment rights are further eroded. Its press and its people essentially silenced. It is our hope that if enough patriots are willing to put aside partisan bickering and defend our values, that the First Amendment may make a full recovery. A free press is the bedrock of our democracy, and the Founding Fathers included the freedom of the press in the First Amendment because journalism has always been a fight for the public's right to the truth. This fight is essential for democracy because the public must know the truth in order to hold our government accountable. Currently, the public's attention is toward the White House's recent refusal to allow reporters from 9 mainstream news outlets, including CNN, BBC, and the New York Times, to attend an informal briefing. The common thread between these 9 reputable news organizations is that they have been critical of the current administration. Adding insult to injury, the white supremacist propaganda machine, Breitbart, was represented at the briefing. The White House is clearly giving preference to news sources that provide favorable coverage regardless of their actual quality. The war on the press extends far beyond the reach of the White House. At this moment, at least 10 journalists are facing criminal charges for the crime of reporting on the Standing Rock protests. On Inauguration Day in the Capitol, 3 journalists were arrested for reporting on protests in the area, and there were more arrests of journalists across the nation. Their only crime was fighting for the public's right to know what was happening, which is not a criminal act in free countries. The same can be said for the recent attempts to further criminalize peaceful protest. The great state of Florida is one of 18 nationwide that have been introduced legislation that increases existing penalties against unlawful protest nationwide. It is important to note that these bills are being written to solve a problem that doesn't exist. Unlawful protest is already illegal. The authors of this legislation are usually aware of it, and politicians all over the world have figured out that heightening existing penalties has the effect of discouraging law-abiding citizens from protesting. Many of us here now probably know somebody who is afraid to show up to protests and events because they hear reports of the police indiscriminately arresting protesters and they decide the risk is too high to take. This is a deliberate strategy to discourage citizens from exercising their right to protest. Our state's proposed anti-protester bill has a second purpose. If passed, the bill would potentially federally exempt drivers from liability if they strike and injure or kill a protester. It is not legal in the state of Florida for a protester to jump into moving traffic, and there are laws regulating when protesters are allowed in and on the roads. Our Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled that our First Amendment protections, including the right to peacefully assemble, are among the strongest on public spaces, our streets, sidewalks, and parks. It may seem tempting to point the blame squarely on the party in power, but would be a dangerous mistake. Former President George W. Bush, Senator John McCain, and other prominent Republicans have spoken in favor of a free press, and that democratically elected officials getting criticized is the price they pay for the privilege of representing their constituents. There is hope. Tonight, we have Republicans, Democrats, and independents standing together here to show their concern for the slipping health of the First Amendment. And we represent the millions of Americans that are patriotic enough to place our basic values above petty partisanship. It is our responsibility as Americans to come together and not allow the First Amendment rights to go gently into the good night, but instead to rage against the dying of the light.
Thank you, Gretchen. That was awesome. And thank you, Casper, for that. I know it was long, but it was very important that you put all that in our group. Thank you. Just continue standing where you are. We can stand in silence for a while. And reminder that we're out here sending a message to our elected representatives.
Be strong, girl.
Senator Martha Rubio and all the other Jordan Yes. All of these people represent us in the state of Florida and in the U.S. Congress, and we're sending a message to them today, and we want to be heard loud and clear that we want our First Amendment rights to be held up. We do not want any infringement upon these rights. And we demand that they speak up. We demand that they speak up and protect our First Amendment rights for all of us, for us and for the media, for all of us. That's why we're here today. And thank you for being here. And let's continue to stand here on. Thank you. So repeat what I said over there. Remember, we're out here, we're trying to send a message to our elected representatives. That would be Representative Ron DeSantis, who is absent oftentimes when he's supposed to be voting. That would be Representative of the state of Florida, that would be Bill Nelson, Senator Bill Nelson, Senator Marco Rubio, and in the state legislature, we have several representatives. We have Senator, we have Patrick Henry,
station today, and you're not going to the station tomorrow because what you will say will get us all in trouble. Thank you. Wait.
Represent all of us when we vote. So thank you for being here today, and thank you for standing up for the First Amendment right.
Wait.
They were doing it just like you said, and now it's all.
We'll see in California.
Yeah, well, California can do anything, right? They're like the fifth largest
Economy in the world.
yeah, so they
Wait. Wait. Watch that is like a rock.
Oh, there are a couple million, more than a couple million people there.
She said, we don't want it. So they went.
Look, that's right. Hi, Greg.
Sounds like she's on her way.
My point of view is this: when we're out here, like we had a group of kids roll up, around my age, early mid 20s, and they were like going fishing or something at a fishing point.
Probably somebody
Okay,
else did
okay,
that.
good.
Yeah.
And they had never.
I'll make a deal.
Chris Engel interviewed him. He survived. He wasn't a journalist, but he was a Russian oppositionist. And they poisoned him twice, and he survived. And he's